Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Heroes of Might and Magic 6, where last time we finished the last of the main faction campaigns, Anton's campaign, and now we have gone to the final campaign, in which we get to pick one of our heroes from the other campaigns to complete one or both of these missions. One is tied to blood, if you have a bloodline hero. The other is tied to tears, if you have a tears aligned hero. Now, I threw up a little poll request on which hero would you like to tackle things, and they kind of aligned with my thoughts originally, that we should take the tears such as Angel Weep with Anastasia. She has been the most involved with this whole Angel plot, and not in a good way. And Dark with the excessive bright will probably be best handled potentially by Anton or Kirill or potentially Sandor, as things turn out. Now, I kind of agree with that. I wanted to do that, especially Anastasia for this one, but I have run into a little bit of a bug problem. I will show you. So if we select Anastasia for this one, can do so, and then we start the map. I will skip the cutscenes for a bit so you can kind of see where the problem is and are not yet spoiled on the story. So, as you might notice, we begin our mission all fine and dandy, but Anastasia has nothing. She has no progress. She has no artifacts. She doesn't have her allied buddy. She doesn't have an alignment. Yeah, it did not save any of the progress for Anastasia. And the same goes for a whole bunch of heroes. This is caused by, previously, when this game was launched and for a long time after, all the progress on the campaign and the heroes was saved on online servers. And about, I think, 2025, they shut down those online servers and switched it to the whole mechanics of the things to an offline save system, which is fine, but it did not. Now we don't have access to any of the progress we made before that. So it did not save any of the progress for, most of it basically for Kirill. Did not save any of the progress for Anastasia, as you see, and it did not save any of the progress for Irina. Basically, all the campaigns we did before the break, where we went and played Heroes of Might, XCOM 1. Now, thankfully, this would be pretty critical. Like, the only way I've tried an entire day to fix this, the only way I could possibly fix this, is to redo the entire campaign of these heroes, and that is a bit too much of a hurdle. Though, thankfully, this does not need to be basically campaign ending, but it will mean that we are limited in our story choices. So if we return to our hero choice, we thankfully do have two campaigns we completed after that change was made to online saving, and thus their progress was saved. Namely, this was Sandor with the Orc campaign and Anton, the campaign we've completed previously. And thankfully, Anton has gone by the path of tears, while Sandor has gone by the path of blood. You need one for each of the campaigns. So thankfully, we can complete this. We are just limited by the story. So, with all that said, let us proceed with this campaign. And I will begin with Sandor's story, who will thus be going with Dark with the excess bright. Don't worry, they are not actually, from what I realize, chronological per se. So they kind of take place in the same time in a way. So let us read. The demon invasion has been thwarted, but a new conflict, or rather the rekindling of an ancient one, has resurfaced. The Archangel Micheal has declared war against the darkness in retribution And in retribution, the Dragon Knight Kate, former Duchess of the Griffin, has threatened to awaken the Faceless so that they might wage their own war against the powers of the light. If reasoning with her is impossible, armies will have to do the rest of the talking. Yeah, so for this one, we will be picking Sandor, and I can kind of, we will do the cutscene for a bit, and then I can actually give some proper reasoning to why this has gone by. So let's start the map. Yeah, as you see, Sandor does start with all the selected things, so his stuff was saved. Let's pick some other abilities, though most of these are already pretty good. Increase movement of the Avatar's army by 1. Do you want to stick with speed, or do we want to go for mighty power? Let's just pick with what we got. Some memories are best left forgotten, and the faithless remember them all.
Knights and priests, angels and soldiers,
Gwendolyn.
heroes all. Ashan
more
has
of
been
her.
saved from the demon onslaught, and the victory is complete. But before we return to our battered homes, to rebuild and rekindle our hearth fires,
So yeah, we do see a bunch
I
of
want
the
to
Griffins.
congratulate you all.
Hear, hear! Long live Empress Gwendolyn!
In
Sadly not
particular,
Sandor
I
in there.
must honor the Archangel Micheal, whose brilliant command and strategic genius has proven itself better than all the princes of Sheol united.
To Michael! Thank Elra for the angel!
And though all my duchies have proven their strength, conviction, and courage in this terrible war, there is one dynasty in particular that I must make special mention. Anton, Duke of Griffin.
Your heart.
You and your family have paid a heavy price to bring us victory, each in a manner as astounding as it is inspiring.
Griffin Eternal! To Slava's children!
You all have a place at my table. And a
yeah,
debt
probably
I shall
more than a
remember in
table.
my heart.
You come to rejoice?
I come to celebrate the victories of those I love.
Doubtless you are proud of your children.
I am. Let me phrase this carefully. I am intensely proud of them and impressed by them.
Yet they seem to think the war is
Okay,
ended.
that's not that
It
careful.
has. Give them their moment of joy, their respite.
There can be no respite. Their so-called victory is easy, shallow. They fought a limited war on a visible enemy. But there are other wars, and enemies who refuse to show themselves.
Yes,
The war
more
you speak
war!
of is not our war, it is your war.
But you have chosen sides, and you have not chosen mine. You walk in the darkness. You turned your back to Elrath.
I was driven away from him by you and your kind, Michael. I do not seek Melassa voluntarily.
Then return to your shadows, and take comfort in them while you can. I will call on my legions, and our blazing light will dispel your traitorous darkness, once and for all.
I
Real
would
cool,
prefer a world of
Michael.
darkness to a world where you hold the only torch.
Yeah, the World of Darkness is
And
pretty
now
cool.
I ask my regent to lead us in a prayer to Elrath.
Elrath, Dragon of Light, accept our praise. You have given us victory, glory, and a chance to drown our weaknesses in honor. The war with chaos is over and won, but we still must remain wary. Shadows lurk amidst the rubble of our broken towers. The faceless are rising,
Yeah,
and they will not sleep until the light has been staunched from
great
our
time to
home
go to
fires.
war again there, Michael.
So I say, let's carry our light and fires to their secret lairs and cleanse our land of their unholy presence.
Not so much applause there, see you. Flying high above the armies of several empires, the Archangel Micheal, his words amplified by the magic of Elrath, delivers a rousing speech. The sounds of 100 flapping banners are muffled, near silenced by the overpowering intensity of his voice and purpose.
We shall have no pity for the faceless. Do you want your children to live in a world covered by the wings of Melassa, where all things are in darkness, where the only colors are shades of gray, where the light is nothing but a memory? Together, we can stop this nightmare before it even begins. Historians may vindicate us, but the future generations will praise our names. Malassa has created warrens that are deep and dangerous mazes. Her
Yep.
children and followers lie in wait here. Our task is to destroy them, all of them. It will not be easy, and many among us will fall. But this is the sacrifice we must accept if we wish to see the sun rise again on the faces of those we love.
No, Michael, we have seen no evidence of this whole threat that the faces are posing, really. It's just you. Oh well. So, why would Sandor undertake this? Well, as you might notice, Sandor was not in that group that we saw at the ceremony, along with Kirill, who's also not there. Now, I do actually have an explanation sort of for that. Kirill, well, he is basically hanging out in Shayok pretty much. He is not really there anymore on Ashan, so he probably is, also not invited on such ceremonies. And Sandor is, well, he never was really a proper royal noble to begin with. He is a bastard. And how he is rampaging around with a bunch of orcs. So, I doubt he would get invited to the old noble Pambi society events. So, yes, that probably explains why he's not here. Now, why would he side with Micheal, one might wonder? Well, of all the Griffin children, Sandor is probably the least informed of the bunch on the whole angel schemes. His campaign did not have that much to do with the big angel schemes. So, he might just hear of a good fight and, he is still thinking angels are pretty okay, and so he goes and follows them. Maybe there are some voice lines to explain this, I do not know, but he might be, yes, pooped. If he knew what the angels had done to Anastasia and Anton and all the shit and their father and all that stuff, he probably would have put a mud-stomping fist into his Micheal, but he has not, as he was not with the gathering. So that is probably why we go with Sandor this. He's been duped. He's been duped into this. And, well, that's the fate of barbarian orcs for you. Now then, let us go and begin this whole campaign. Now, what the explanation for Anton will be well, we'll see on that when we get to the other campaign. But for now, let us begin here. We want to upgrade our town to get more money. And yes, I wanted to start with Sandor so we have a break from the Haven troops, because we have seen them a whole bunch now. Alright, we need to grab the mines. That's going to be important. Let us go. Ah, okay. They do not want to fight. I am fine with that. Leave them. Okay, we also cannot level. So level 30 is the max level. Okay, so not much use into side dilly-dallying. That might make this campaign a bit quicker. True heroes never die. Your main hero must not be defeated. Okay, so we have to watch out for that. We get a lot of experience points for that, but that's sort of pointless. We're max level. If we complete these, we get more might power and magic power. Okay. Defeat the Koshani Nagas, the Forgotten Tribe, Twilight Knights, and defeat Asher's Faithful. I'm guessing these are necromancers. Haven troops that are somehow aligned to the darkness. Forgotten tribes are probably orcs. And Kyoshi Naga are obviously Naga. Alright. And let us proceed to find more mines. That's going to be our first important start to this. I do think we want to have this banner unlocked. Okay, good. They don't want to fight. Ah, the undead do want to fight. Okay then. Orcs v undead. Alright, now we'll be remembering a little bit how Anton works. I think I do remember some of it. Let's give a lot more goblin troops and start striking with them. Actually, make the orcs a bit quicker here. That way they can, yes, rush straight at the enemy. Whoa! That's a wall right there. Let's war some more. Oh yeah, baby! Whoa! Them Bodie boys be nothing against us. Sadly, we cannot take the mine straight away. Where is... We have Kamas here. Kamas can still level up a bit. Fortress Stronghold, okay. This is all nice and green. How nice. Kamas might need to take on some war so she can get some training going.
The forts tap ancient veins of dragon magic. Those are what give their barriers such power. You need to capture the fort linked to each barrier to lift it.
Okay then. We cannot upgrade anymore, so we'll pass turn. They are each holding one of those fortresses. Okay. We just do some scouting with the Kamas here. Artifact merchant, we don't necessarily need that much. Oh, we want that. That is a stable. Stables are nice. Oh, these orcs actually want to fight. Okay then. No, I want to fight the orcs, please. Yeah. And we'll actually pull back here. Those orcs are gonna want to go into melee. We don't necessarily want that. Reinforcements to the goblins. Put a nice trap in front of one of these orcs. And let's slow some of them down a bit. This one down. And we'll wait. Let's see how the lesser orcs do against the bigger orcs. Pretty good when under Sandal's leadership. I think we can go power of the horde on some of these. Crusher 13. Let's just crush the biggest one. Good. And that's the end of this. Orkies be strong! Preemptive, sure. Let's see if we can get the banner up. Yeah, let's rid ourselves of them. Them I do want to be forwards, because these are range units. We want to smite those. So, same trick we did before. Oh no, it's one dead orc. That's not cool. Which of these orcs to smite? Which one's next on the... Alright, that one. So we are gonna smite that one as well. Actually, we'll smite that one. Alright, I remember. These orcs can actually kill again after they do that. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can get some orcs back. Sadly, no. Sandal has no ways to get orcs back. That is unfortunate. Oh well. Should have given reinforcements to the orcs. Oh well. I'm still learning how to play these. Actually, we should have just redone the battle. We can't do that, you know. Alright, end of turn. Let's upgrade our camp. Yeah, once again, more economy.
You mention, whisper, or even think apostate, or bastard, or chaos blood, and I leave with the orc troops. You can deal with the faceless alone.
Careful with that tone, son. The fact that you're illegitimate doesn't bother me.
Stop! I warned you. One more and the orcs leave.
Elrath, give me patience. Very well. We must descend into this labyrinth of caves and destroy your misguided stepmother and her allies. Does this plan bother you?
Yes, but I'll do it. Unlike your other allies, the orcs are not afraid of the dark. In fact, we're not afraid of anything.
Yeah, so Sandor definitely has misgivings about this whole thing. But you know, this is probably a job he's maybe hired for or called for, so he does it. And a signpost. These recent markings signal the other Naga and their allies that Micheal now controls this area. I think we remember Micheal. Fragment of the moon disk. Ooh, yes. We would like that. Let's go grab that. That is a sizable army though, but I think we can take it. We'll be careful on pulling back on this one though. Okay, I'll definitely give the goblins some more strength. And yeah, let's focus on the Kappa. Okay, free attack with the goblins, very nice. let's go with the biggest bunch. I should have actually laid a trap. Oh well. Can still make some of them slow, like that one. Okay, orcs stay in defense. Are they playing guitar? What the hell? Okay, let's power up the horde. One of these, like you. There we go. Throw down a trap in front of that group. And we wait. And we wait. Right, and now we strike! Actually, let's activate power. They're not really good at hitting things. And that's the end of that. We are really good at hitting things. I don't remember. I'm so used with all the fancy magic tricks and such. I forgot how good it is to just punch things really hard. Let's scroll. And a moon disk fragment. That's what we like to see. Alright, where to next? Could go this way. We could also use some boots, so keep our eyes open for some boots. Let's find a way through this passage here. Ah, that actually gets us to a Kamas I just spotted. Okay, that's good. I think these have range units, so we move our soldiers back to the front again. I think that also means I am going to give my reinforcements to the orcs. Okay, they don't do the jump attack. That's good. Will I give the orcs the strength? Actually, I don't think I will. I think the orcs can reach these kappas with no trouble. A little bit sappy, that's fine. Yeah, let's risk trying to see if we can flatten them in one hit. Ah, sadly, no. Turn 2 then. Well, there goes the extra attack that the orcs had. And let's do a... Oh, no. Let's just do our power of the horde again. Okay, they're out. There we go. There we go. Now Akamas has free passage over there. That's handy. Because once we get a bigger army, we might want to actually hand it to Akamas instead. So I think I'll bring Akamas back while Sandor can move forward. Actually, stop. Akamas is going to just be wandering about. I can give him more troops. Or I can give Sandor more troops. Well, Akamas goes and gets more from back at the base. Probably get some gold too. Alright, so let's move down here. Down here, birds here, let's go. Okay, good, we can immediately rush in. That'll be handy, because that means we can just give him some extra punch. Yeah, just remain there. I actually like your location there. That was a good punching. Ow! Okay, they have that return. Ow! Okay, that's bad. They have that return shield. Don't like that. So we should focus fire, probably. Okay, that's still fine. There went the extra numbers. Yeah, let's do everything we can to hurt them some damage. Yeah, these are tough to deal with. Okay, good. That means pretty much guaranteed a kill. That did cause me to lose a bunch of units, though. Yeah, I'm very not fond of that ability that the Spring Spirits have. It's costing us a lot of units. I might actually have to redo this one, being more careful with it. Yeah, I think I am just going to redo this one and not rely on melee so much. I have to do it mostly with the gobos. There we go, much better. Just relied on range attacks with these nasty wet witches. Ha! And there is a extra unit. We want that. We want all the extra units. Let's begin the battle. They're all ranged units, okay. Or actually all melee, so let us wait. How much does Power of the Horde do damage-wise? That would kill that one straight away. I like that. Because I don't want to do this... those Kappa tend to do the jump spring thing, and I don't like that. We'll give the Kappa slow as well. Okay, Nit will just stay on the defensive here. How much would attacking me give? Oh, that actually kills him. Let's do that. Very good. Okay, good, he can't make it. We will hold. Hold. And we can actually just... Yeah, the sword smite it. All too easy. Power of Sandor. Sure, join us. Somehow. I'll just put you in there. Definitely convert this. From pretty water to rubble wreck on fire. What is over there? Chest of endless gold. I like that. Definitely use such actually extra resources. Yes, that is pretty much completed. Let's start actually upgrading our buildings so we actually get units out of this. And let's start with a harpy nest. Carefully wandering about. Alright, I want a bag of endless gold. Give it to me. There we go. That's all ours now. Ooh, and there's a crystal mine. We want that too. Nice, no losses. Take the mine. Fancy resources. Do we want this shrine of water? Honestly, there's no real... Oh, wait, we do want this crystal. There we go. Yeah, the shrine doesn't really have that much use. Major mana potion, we don't need that at all. Because we are goddamn Sandor. Sandor don't need no mana. Sandor has all the mana you could ever want. I mean, even his half-sister wants to jump his bones, so that's a lot of man he is. Yeah, no, we're not gonna proceed here. Let's return. Okay, and we build. Oh yeah, we want centaurs. Let's make a centaur camp. Centaurs are always quite good. So the earlier we get those, the better. I've already been by one of those. Should go by one of these. No. Meanwhile, Sandal will probably move on in here. Yeah, we can easily smash this group, I think. Alright, let's see what's down this cavern. Mana, we don't experience points, we don't need that anymore. Mana, it says no need for that. Ooh, that's a big one. Okay, let's not fight them. Let's actually retreat then. They are a bit too strong for us to handle. Right now, at least. Let's hope they're not terribly fast, as they might catch up on us. That would be bad. Marketplace, or yeah, we don't have the resource to make this one yet, so let's do a marketplace to give us some more gold at least. Yeah, okay, they're not coming straight after us, so that should provide enough of a delay. We can retreat to safety. Should we grab a whole army? No, I think we'll just keep on exploring, going this way. Okay, easy peasy, continuing on. That's wood. We wanted that, so we're grabbing that. More wood over there. And the stables, which will be handy once the week turns. Ooh, and here is their fortress. Not well guarded at all. Aha! Can make use of that. Yeah, we can probably take that, as the threat does not seem to be that terrible. Now, well, yes, I did want to build, but yeah, well. Yeah, we want a gobbo hive as well. Gobbo slums, there we go. Oh yeah, she wants to explore more. Well, that's fine. But I don't know how well she does once I take her fortress. Which we will do now. Yeah, we can take that. Easy. Yeah, okay, power of the horde then first. Well, hold out outside here. Guess we just shoot a little bit. Oh, well, they are a little bit defensive, but should not be enough to really save them. Forward to have a kind of chunky body block. Okay, they are just going to play it safe, and we are going to play it safe. Okay, what do we do next? Mass heroism, why not? That'll increase our big rage meter faster. I can put like a nice trap here. Yeah, they're just gonna play it cowardly. I am fine with that. That is gonna doom them. So I have time. I think then we just wipe the spirits out with the sword strike, because they have that damage back ability, which is annoying. Wait, we wait. We'll see if they do anything. Hold ground. Yeah, they just are gonna take the coward's way out, it seems. Oh, no, 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 they're trying to come out. Trying is the operative word, yeah. There goes the gate, lovely. Let's make an end to, or I could just end them. Let's actually end them. There we go. Go full super rage mode. And yeah, we can do a nice jump on the froggies and then end them. Lovely. So I wonder if that means anything, that they have lost their fortress now. I would be tempted to convert, but yeah, I actually rather want to build something with that, so let us actually just continue on exploring here. Finish that off. Alright, take all the money. That, yes, we do. We want all of it. Okay, grab the stone, grab the movement. Where will this go? Deeper in. Do we want to go deeper in? I say yes. Let's go. Okay, what is hiding deeper within? Orange. Okay then, well, I'll keep a camera here as he sort of prepares things. We can't make a jaguar hut. That seems like a good idea. Let's make that. And end the turn. They're still exploring, so they're not dead. But, well, we'll see what this next whole week brings now that we have passed a week. Till the next one, where we continue this final assault with a very angry Sandor upon, well, everything in this cave. So till then, bye-bye.